could you introduce yourself and your company, please?
My name's Gary Townley. I'm the business manager for Anaerobic Digestion within Kirk Environmental. Essentially what we do, our company, is we are global specialists in glass fused to steel, concrete and obviously BIODOME, which is gas storage for anaerobic digestion plants, be it in the waste industry or be it in obviously the water industry where we're seeing massive growth.
Could you touch on what the sort of more unique aspects of the business model that you operate is and the unique aspects of the installations that you provide?
The uniqueness of our company is quite simple, is that we offer from design, supply and install. We've got some key relationships with glass fused to steel manufacturers, also epoxy tank, but we also offer a concrete option for storage, and then obviously we offer the BIODOME storage, which is our own product, built in the UK, manufactured in the UK, designed in the UK, and using technology from all over, which we actually originally had from Germany, which is obviously one of the leaders in the field. We've actually brought that technology into the UK for gas storage, and that's seen our business model move from just being a UK base. We actually have a Malaysian office which is very active in Australia, throughout obviously Malaysia, Philippines, Korea, and also we've got a very good link with things that may be happening in America with other distributors regarding going into South America as well, Colombia being one as well as Brazil, for gas storage on anaerobic digestion plants. As obviously the good thing from our point of view is that these people new to the technology, and essentially what we can do is that we can put our arm round them, for want of a better word, and nurse them through the whole thing, e.g. from from thinking, have I actually got something to do, can I actually achieve what my aims are? We can say yes, no, and introduce them to several process providers, because where we score very highly is we are process provider. We deliver for all process providers, so that might mean, for instance, we're working with German technologies, we're working with English technologies, we're working with consultants, etc. across the broadband, rather than having our own technology, but our expertise helps them bring it from concept design right through to actually installing it.
So could you just clarify, Kirk Environmental, they're not actually providing the digester technology, it is the storage tanks that you're providing?
We like to think of it a bit more than the storage tanks. It's the digestion tanks, it's the actual storage tanks itself, but we also obviously, because of obviously our expertise in delivering these projects across the wide range of process providers, it also helps us help them choosing best materials for, because we've got a lot of experience. I mean, Kirk Environmental also, from a steel point of view, from a steelwork point of view, has been around for over 100 years. The actual Kirk Environmental itself has been around for probably 10 years now, and has grown in that time from £500,000 to probably about 15 million. We'll do probably 20 to 25 million over, and that's pure and simply by being able to furnish the whole of the marketplace with the storage options that they need.
Okay, and so looking sort of 10 years down the line, where do you see Kirk Environmental and also the AD technology that you provide?
From a Kirk Environmental's point of view, in 5 to 10 years' time, I would think obviously a 5-year realistic viewpoint is a turnover of about 35 million. That's as a group. I will think that we can do that by obviously probably acquisitions of some companies maybe, but also the integration of obviously the global, which I mentioned before. The global aspect, we are very, very active in the palm oil sector. Malaysian office opened 2 years ago, gone from literally no work at all, setting up an office, and is now contributing 3 to 5 million a year. On the back of that, obviously, then we've got other markets that we are concentrating on, which will be, you know, American markets, etc. But we also see a massive growth in this country from the water. The particular AMP that we're in now has been quite slow, but then it's again in impetus as things are moving on quite considerably. So there's quite a large growth in this field. Whether or not anaerobic digestion technology carries on with the big sites like Canucks and the Biffers of the world, having these actual big sites, I don't know. My feeling, and it's only a personal feeling, is that they may opt for smaller plants. But from the technology point of view, you know, we work quite closely with quite a lot of the mixing people, Landia, System Mix, etc., who mix the tanks. Then obviously you've got the process partners who do the chemical analysis, what it needs to actually make digestion. But the key parts of digestion, as everybody knows, is obviously keep it warm and keep it moving. That's where I see ourselves.